Kaya, ang partisipasyon ko po sa community mo po, itong pagtatabang po, paglinig sa mga kalsada po.
I-enhance ko yung mga kasama ko sa nakagaya ko teenagers na mag-join sila sa mga workshops, sports, para maiwasan nila yung pagbibisyo, yung mga drugs. At the same time, ma-enhance yung kanilang talent.
Para sa akin, kung may nalalaman ako na nag-grab or nag-corrupt sa ating government, ang gagawin ko, susumbong ko na lang para makatulong naman ako.
Kailangan tayo lahat gumana at magana buhay para naman ang gobyerno natin hindi naman ganong maghirap.
A citizen is not simply someone who lives in a place, but who realizes that he or she has rights and responsibilities to not only be concerned about what's happening, but also to hold whoever is governing accountable.
Active citizens are required because the state is playing less and less of a role in organising the ordinary day-to-day things of people's lives. That's true in the West, and it's also true here in the Philippines. That's why we have this huge flowering of NGOs and POs to try, on the one hand, to make the state take up its duties towards its citizens, and on the other hand, to organise the citizens to start implementing all these programs for themselves.
Napakahalaga ng citizen participation sapagkat the local government units cannot rely, especially nowadays, on the national government sapagkat limitado ang resources. Ang mga problema dito sa ating bansa, for instance, is yung reforestation. Nagawa ng Nueva Vizcaya ang napakagandang reforestation program because they were able to involve 77 schools and then 120 plus na organizations na reforest nila ang 600 hectares. Tayo'y archipelago, ngunit kulang ng isda natin eh. Doon sa Palumpon mga school children, mga tricycle driver, jeepney driver, mga taga-simbahan, mga taga-munisipyo, talagang naiayos nila yung kanilang fishery resources sa pamamagitan ng fish sanctuary. Ganon din sa Luok. Aba, ito'y napakagaling.
We saw that there's a lot of potential for local governments to participate and even take the lead in local development. And because of this shift in powers to the local governments, we felt that maybe we could document or recognize emerging success stories. For many people, local governments are the government. They don't care about national government programs. What they care about are that fundamental and basic services are provided to them. So I think the responsibility for local governments is quite tremendous. And it's within that context that we try to encourage local governments to be innovative, to be creative, to make do with what they have. And to a certain extent, that would be local governments thinking out of the box, if you may, being innovative. And that is what Galing Pook hopes to do, or has been doing the past decade or so, recognizing innovations, recognizing creativity at the local level. And you will be amazed at how many local governments are indeed capable of doing such in spite of the limited resources. Galing Pook has become a standard. It has become a symbol of excellence. And for many local officials, it's like a seal of good housekeeping.
Actually, winning the Galing Pook made us mayabang. It's so inspiring. And in fact, it has become our standard. Whenever we would do anything, we would say, does it match or meet the criteria for Galing Pook? Can it be another Galing Pook entry?
Initially, we felt it was a contest between us and some other LGUs as well. Now it's a contest between us and ourselves. We push ourselves to a position wherein we felt we will not be able to reach.
Well, being a Galing Pook winner is both a great source of inspiration and a challenge. Inspiration because your efforts have been recognized. Not just your effort, but also the effort of every key player and the stakeholder, especially the constituents. At the same time, it's a challenge because you have to do better next time. Otherwise, people will say, it was a fluke, and therefore you're challenged to pursue excellence.
The head of the project in Dinas is the vice mayor.
We have had some 150 good programs. We have been able to recognize them, identify them in a span of some 7-8 years. Talagang dapat yung magandang programa ay talagang ma-replicate na diyan sa local level sapagkat yun ang kailangan ng bansa natin ngayon.
We embarked in this video-based citizenship education program so that these awarded programs can be used as teaching and learning materials when we train the local government executives, their local government staff, and even citizens advocates from among the organized civil society groups. With the technical assistance from the Philippine-Australia Governance Facility, we are producing 9 video case studies on 4 local government units. The first is on Bulacan with 2 case studies. One is on the use of citizen surveys as a feedback mechanism so local governments can improve on their policies and program implementation. The second is on cooperatives development program in terms of how people's organizations can build to an entrepreneurship program. The second LGU is with the Naga City. They have outstanding examples of how the urban poor can participate and co-implement and manage the housing program to secure tenure. They have an early childhood education program which provides relevant services to average school children, to the gifted and differentially abled children. The Naga City People's Council is best illustrative of the local government code provision that different sectors in the community should sit in policy-making bodies, and they also oversee the implementation of various programs. The third local government unit is Bohol Province. Their Cultural Renaissance program is a very fine example of how development should be culture-based and how people can only be empowered if they find their cultural identity at par with other cultures, nationally and even globally. Another example is the Bohol Investment Program, which is both culturally based, environmentally sound, and participatory. The fourth local government unit is the Municipality of Malalag, Davao del Sur. They have a good environmental resource management program and health insurance program that is community-based and socially accessible to most of the residents.
Once you're a Galing Pook winner, you have made it. But the more important thing about Galing Pook is that you just don't stay up there. It's the responsibility of being a paragon of excellence.